So hold on, let me go to something else. For you guys, do you think this will be Trent Williams' final season? He's kind of going year to year. He's signed through 2026. His cap number jumps up to like 39 million next year, and none of it's guaranteed. He'll be in like a lame duck contract year. Do you think this will be his last year with the 49ers in the NFL? What's your guess here?
Go ahead, Ryan.
I don't think so. No, I think Trent's going to keep going. I just do. I think he's been able to sustain his career over a long period of time. He has a goal of hitting 40, and he has, professional schedule. I'll call it an easy schedule. He doesn't have to practice on Wednesdays. He's there at OTAs, which is great, but I know he's not out there grinding like some of these young guys. I think he's going to try and reach his goal of playing until he's 40, and he's got 3 more years to do that after this one, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's going to be here next year. I think the 49ers can count on him being back.
I think he'll want to continue playing. It's really going to come down to this year. I mean, if he has another season like last year, I just don't see it. He said that he will play as long as his body allows him to, and as long as the 49ers will have him around. I almost wanted to go bold and say he's going to continue playing, but it won't be with the 49ers. And I guess that's a possibility, but it sounds like he just wants to remain here. And if it's not here, then he's out. Like if the team says, hey man, you just don't have it anymore, or it's not worth it, that he'll probably just turn it in. But I think it just comes down to this year. I know that that's not like super bold. I don't want to predict injury, but he hasn't been healthy for 12 years. He hasn't had a fully healthy season for 12 years. He was injured for a majority of last year. I don't know that aging and health necessarily go together. So it's likely that he misses. If I set the over under at 3.5 games, I think taking the over is safe. And I think if that happens, he's probably not on the team next year. So I guess I'll say he's not on the team, but it really does depend on this year, in my opinion.
Prize Picks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. Win or lose, you'll get $50 for playing. Use promo code Cohn, COHN, and download the app now.
I will say, he is up for a contract? Like, he has no guaranteed money after this year, right?
He has a ton next year. He has a ton next year, actually. He has a ton
guaranteed money next year?
A ton of it, yes. So it's a weird contract where he only had like $2.5 million fully guaranteed this year, and then next year it jumps all the way back up to a really big number. So if he's back,
not according to Over the Cap.
I thought it was done this year for some reason.
It says he has zero guaranteed
money
Over the Cap right now, next year. Guaranteed salary.
I thought last year they
take a look at it again.
I thought last offseason they did last season and this season, and then after this one,
2026, he's guaranteed salary is done. 2025 is done.
I mean, that's what I thought I heard Matt Barrows talking about. Is that my take. I'll say my take, but we'll have to figure that one out.
Yeah, I mean, I was always under the impression he was done with guaranteed money this year. If that's the case, then they're gonna have to restructure. It makes it a lot more complicated.
I mean, his base salary next year is $22.2 million.
Yep.
And it's only one. So I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
Either way, the 49ers, I guess the point I was making either way is that no matter what, whether he has a lot of guaranteed money or he has no guaranteed money, if he stays, they're going to have to restructure things next year. Correct. They're going to have to. And so are the 49ers willing to do that? And when they do that, that's not going to be a 1-year restructure. That's going to be another 2-year type of situation. And if that's the case, I don't know that you can commit to him for 2 more years. That's really hard to do at this stage.
I mean, yeah, I'll go real quick. I'll let Coach get the last word because I just want to piggyback off what Jesse said. I'm looking at his numbers. It seems to me that he's not going to play on his cap number that's set for 2026, 38.88 million. Like that's 13.2% of the cap. That's way too much. So probably in Trent Williams' mind, he's thinking he's going to get an extension. That's how they'll take care of it. Give him a year or 2 more, knock that cap number down, push it back, work it out. But he'd have to play 14, 15 games and play well to get the extension. If he doesn't do that, then the Niners are probably thinking, all right, well, we'll restructure and maybe you'll have to take a pay cut. And I don't ever see Trent Williams taking a pay cut in this lifetime. And that's where I think it could either come to him retiring or him saying, no, do me the solid that you gave Eric Armstead. I'd love to get released so I can go play for the team of my choice. Be interesting if it comes to that. But I think that would only happen if he got hurt again. I don't know if do you think the Niners would give him another extension? I wonder. They might. I don't know.
Yes.
One other
I
way
do.
one other way he'll retire. I'm sorry, Coach. One other way he'll
No, go
retire.
ahead.
The 49ers win the Super Bowl this year.
Oh, good call. Good call.
Yeah. He'll retire.
Good
then.
call. But yeah, I do think that they're going to give him another extension. I think that they see Trent as, they didn't draft him here, but I do think that they see him as like a cornerstone player. And one thing that we never miss an opportunity to do is like prop up vested players as our own. So, I know he hasn't been here long enough, but he's going to get treated like a 10-year player guy where they want him to really be a part of like the 49ers or I see that. Even with just the anecdotes that we know of, like he's never going to be healthy. He's never going to finish. But I do think that Trent has kind of pushed himself to that Christian McCaffrey status of they're not really going to besmirch his career by cutting him. They may let him go if he wants to be let go. But the way I interpret the conversations with him on I'm going to be here until I'm 40, I'll be here as long as the Niners will have me, that's just another plot. That's another play for set up another negotiation, boys. I ain't playing for not guaranteed money.
I'm still real quick. I'm still a little concerned about his ankles, man. I want to. I mean, he's gotten his ankles hurt every single season with the Niners. He's going to be 37. If he has another ankle injury this year, I would not give him an extension. That feels chronic. Jesse,
I think that's a really good point. I mean, a guy that size, a human body's not supposed to be that big and move that way. So when you start having lower extremity injuries, it definitely is concerning. And he's had quite a few of them in the ankles. I think where some of the confusion comes in when we're talking salary is much like the 49ers do with everybody. 4-1, he has a roster bonus of $10 million. So next year.
One other thing on Trent is I think when it comes to injury, like last year, I think if they were in contention and had to fight for every game to make the playoffs, I think he would have played. And then previous years, I think he sat because he wanted to be healthy for the playoffs too. So I think like at his age, he approaches it that way. And it's not necessarily that, he can't go all these times.
And he's entitled to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Dangerous. Dave's Jeeping Trips says, what's good, guys? No longer Patriot Builders. Yeah, he's a Jeep tripper. And he says, Coach has deep, unsettled issues about his brother. Sean says, tinfoil hat. Do y'all think teams do nefarious things to players when they get paid and posture like this? I got paid a lot of money. They really going to let him walk away with the $50 million donation and wish him well? Ooh, that's dark.
I don't know about all that.
What are they going to do to him, man? I really don't want to know where Sean's head is going. I feel like I don't know.
I mean,
hope not. Sunk cost. It's got to move on. It's not his fault.
I've heard some toxic things. I've heard toxic things from coaches. I'm from the college level. Like, if guys want to transfer, it's like, oh, you will leave, but you won't be the same. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you want to transfer? Okay, you'll transfer, but you won't have a career when you leave here. I've heard coaches say that about players behind closed doors.
Well, that's wonderful. You got to love that from our coaches of the youth of America. Anyway.